we send out a Wonderlic test.
Really?
Yeah. We have a testing to see, what kind of, is this person going to be motivated? Yeah. What kind of person are we hiring? Are they someone that's going to, be a self-starter, or do they need to be told what to do at every turn?
What test is it? The culture index, or is it something else?
Can-do attitude test. CDAT.
Can-do attitude test. Very interesting. There's a Wonderlic test, can-do attitude test. What other pre-screening type things?
Mechanical.
Just like mechanical aptitude. Yeah. Mechanical aptitude. Let's maybe speak to that. What generally, because this is online, right? You're getting sent them. Yeah. So what does that look like?
It's a base mechanical aptitude of righty tighty, lefty loosey. If you turn this gear this way, what does this one do?
Interesting.
They don't have to be an engineer to pass it.
Right.
It means, but if you have somewhat of a concept of how mechanics work, then
right.
You're going.
What program is that, or is it what's the tool? Sure. Okay. No, I got the results for a recent. That's candidate that I'm looking at. So. Yeah. So who drives all the recruiting for you guys? Do you have a recruiter, or is it each of you spots?
Our HR team's got a HR associate. I don't know what her Anna's name and title is officially, but so she works through Indeed. We just post on Indeed and review resumes, and we do multi-step interview. So the testing doesn't happen initially. The first initial kind of threshold is we do an in-person or a Zoom interview with them.
Okay.
Just to kind of gauge out the people person kind of.
Right. You want to see it most. Not only see what they look like, what their body language is like.
Go through the basic questions, kind of weed out the ones that we know aren't going to work.
And what are the basic questions?
Drugs.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah.
Talk about it, right? Talk about image, like background check, driving record check.
Sure.
Ask those things, basic stuff. Try to sort out the ideal team player, kind of ask some of those humble, hungry, smart type questions.
I was just going to ask you, the basic criteria. Always is a solid win with that. Sure.
Trying to figure that stuff out and see if they're going to be a good fit. And then, that's 5 minutes. We used to do 2-minute speed interviews, but it's probably 5-10 minutes now for that first interview, and then from there, then we go into the testing.
Okay,
kind of like 2 or 3 stops.
Real quick, let me interrupt. So, are each of you doing that interview for your locations, or is someone doing it for you?
We are.
So you each all. Okay, very good.
Yeah, we'll pair up and team up to have more than one person in the interview.
Okay,
points.
All right. I just wanted to be clear for other people. We're learning from you guys, so I want them to know. So okay, so you do the initial interview. Go ahead.
Yeah. And then we do the testing, and based upon the thresholds we preset for that testing, it gets forwarded on to the manager, and then we try to do an in-person. So you come in and have more of a panel type interview, multiple people, some team leaders for the respective department, or with the manager.
What is that? So those interviews, obviously, you're not going in there cold. You've got ideas of what you're going to ask people.
We build on the first few questions.
Okay.
So we talked about, and I'm really trying to drill into that, get more into their history.
What are good histories that you're looking for? Because, sometimes you're dealing with the other people, right, that may not have a lot of work. Maybe they played sports or something. Like, what are some things that you're like, okay, that dude might be, or is it not, is it just seeing how they interact with you?
Customer service is a big thing.
Yep.
Confidence.
In regards to young people, what did they do while they were in school? Did they do any sort of volunteering? Were they part of sports? Not that we're looking for, rejected athletes or anything like that, but is it someone that's works in a team and, things of that nature with young people? I think we would all prefer customer service over any sort of mechanically inclined. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So we can teach the mechanical, we can teach the skills. It's the personalities that matter. Sure.
Yep. Andy, Derek, how about you guys? When you're interviewing people, what are certain things you're looking for in terms of personality, body posturing, any kind of red flags that you've learned over the year?
Eye contact for me is huge.
Yeah.
If they're not willing to, commit that to me, that's a red flag for me.
Sure.
Yeah. They need to show a little effort that they're professional and dressed and they want to be there and they're interested. And
right.
If they're just there just to do a job interview because mom told them to get out of the basement, that's not what we'll.
Yeah.
I got to be here just as much as we want them there.
Right. If I got a prod for, the questions and it has to be all for me, that's another red flag.
Yeah. That makes sense. Any other red flags or things that you've learned in your interview? Is that pretty much wrap it up. That's good. Okay, so they get through that part. Is there another? Did that point? Are we sending an offer, or what's the next step?
Usually we'll offer the ride along so they can go ride with a technician to see the job. Kind of, we sell it like you get to see behind the curtain, see what you're getting into. Just as much a commitment for you as it is for us to make this change.
Sure.
And 95% of the time, people will take that opportunity. They spend 3 or 4 hours with the technician running 2 service calls, and gives us some more time. Usually, if we've done the ride along, we're already on a planned hire.